drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Then good old boy.
I love that song, and I'm really glad you pointed that out. I have a habit of hurting myself on accident. They call me clumsy, but anyway, I am so happy to be here. Thank you guys so much. When I first met Gary and his delivery and just who he is, he didn't portray to be anything other than just genuine, and that's really hard to find, I think, in so many areas. And when we met, it was just great. It was just great. It was just God felt. It was all of the above. So I immediately wanted to connect with him and work with him and become some sort of partner or something. I wanted to have a relationship with him, whatever that meant, because it was important to me to connect with people who believe like me. And I can only say that hearing the stories with Dr. Mano, Aaron, and Amy, I had to go touch up because I was crying a lot. But you guys you just put it all in perspective in so many ways. And all I want to do is just say that life is so precious. We're always chasing something, and we're always looking for the next best thing. And to be honest with you, we have a burning desire in each and every one of us that is to be fulfilled. And a lot of the times, most of the time, is ourselves holding ourselves back because we're not connecting with like-minded people, because we've failed in so many ways that we feel like we're not worthy or deserving. But I am here to tell you that God made you unique. You think of a snowflake and how beautiful that is, and how no one snowflake is the same. And then you think about stepping out into nature, and you can't even quite put it into words of how beautiful it is, because it just takes your breath away, and you're put at peace and you're put at ease, and you're sitting here looking at, Gobbins Cliff that I was at earlier, or flying in over here and seeing things that I never knew when. I knew I was going to see them, but I didn't know when. And it's breathtaking. And you think that God, creator of the universe, could make something so breathtaking, and yet you are more than that. You're more than that cliff. You're more than the trees and the wind and the snow and the breeze and the summer air and the ocean and the surf and all of that. You guys were uniquely designed on purpose for a purpose. And I only know this because from a little girl who went through so many trials, I can relate to a lot of things. The one thing that I can tell you that I relate to the most is that I understand that life is short. It really is. Life is not forever. So when somebody wins 2 billion, or when somebody creates the kiosks in all the airport and says he wants to be friends with you and work with you, or when somebody owns multiple businesses all over the world and you see McDonald's everywhere and you're like, wow, what an idea. What a great idea. And they went out and they actually made it happen. And now we get to enjoy it. They're no longer here, or there are so many people that have created the platform, the staple point, what you're doing, Amy, with autism. Like, it just starts with laying the foundation and laying it appropriately. Things that are great, they come in time, they don't happen overnight. And coming from a girl who was bullied, a girl who was told that, this, that, the other, a failed marriage, a single mom, trying to pick back up, go on. I stayed in a relationship for 15 years. You know why I did that? Not because I didn't believe I was worthy. It was because I really wanted my ex to know he was worthy. And to be honest, sometimes you have to get real with yourself a lot of times. And you have to remember, you're not here to fix people. You're here for that burning desire, that gift in you. And life takes you through different paths. And your gift and your desire changes. It changes all the time. You lose in life. But when you lose in life, you gain a new perspective. And you go through pain, but you grow through pain. We grow. We actually understand that it never was the sky the limit. It's the mind, and you have power in your thoughts. And I can't express to you enough that there's no way I could have ever been on a plane from Denver to Ireland to be here to look at these beautiful faces that I would have never known if I didn't believe that there was a reason and a purpose. And it's not about me. You see, we're all connected through pain. Pain, adversity, trial, failure, all of those things are the things that connect us. All of those things are the reason why, if I'm hurting and you express that you're hurting the same way as me, I want to hear how you got through it. I want to know. Because I want to get through it too. Because I don't want to be alone. And many of times I've made mistakes. I drank thinking, you know what, God, I love you so much. I put all of this time and effort in a marriage that failed, and I don't want to be single, and I don't want to be alone, and I have 2 beautiful children from this. And you know what, I'm just going to put you over here, God, because I'm mad, and I'm going to welcome Grey Goose, and I'm going to see how that goes. Because neither one seems to be working. Well, I hadn't really tried Grey Goose in that way, but it didn't work. It didn't work. But the truth is that when you are that alone and you're that destitute, you'll almost do anything to find your place. And I just want to remind you that there is no one like you. No one. No one has gone through what you've gone through. No one's pain is greater than the other because they experienced it different. We all experience pain different, and we all have to get through that at somehow in some way. And truly, the way to get through that is by connection. There's no reason other than connection. And in life, we all want to succeed. We all want to have a great life, however that works. But truly, leaving your legacy is the biggest thing, because you're not going to be here forever. I'm not going to be here forever. So I stand here to tell you to live out the desire in your heart. Believe in yourself. No one's going to fight for you. You may have family that are going to cheer for you and stand up for you, but your life is 100% deterrent on you. And it determines everything you do. Your thoughts matter. And we all think bad at times. We do. We can go down a rabbit hole. I've done that. I've been there. And we can repeat things in our minds, but the more we repeat the negative, the more we believe the negative. The more we put aside, okay, I think that happened. It did. I know it. But now what? Knowledge and wisdom is born when you go through pain, when you've experienced it. A college education can never give you what life experiences can give you. I didn't graduate. I got my GED. I was told a million times over, you're never going to amount to anything. You're never going to be anything. I was bullied so bad. Girls were awful. I was sexually abused. I can tell you, I was cheated on. I left my husband after 15 years. There are so many things that could be like, oh, poor her, but here's the truth. I don't share that often. You know why? Because I'm like, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? And it's not easy. I've been alone and have cried my own tears so many times, just like we all have. I am just like anyone else. Trauma is trauma. And anybody that's going to pretend that you don't go through things, or life's just perfect, or I'm going to get famous from this, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to connect with so-and-so, so I have a big name. Well, that's all fleeting. But who are you? And how are you going to showcase who you are? Because God made you unique on purpose, for a purpose. You all are here for a reason, to learn and to grow. Same as me. I am no different than anyone else. And it doesn't matter who I know or what I know or how I know. It just matters that I understand I'm vulnerable. I'm honest with myself. And I want to learn to be better. And the only way to learn to be better is to be surrounded by people who are like-minded and who want to be better and learn to how to get through this moment, how to get through this day, how to get through a minute, whatever it is. Life is not easy. It never will be. But that's why we are connected. Because we are connected through adversity. Then we can share the wins together. Then we can look at each other and be surrounded by amazing people. And here I am with Gary. And Gary's so amazing. Gary's so amazing. And he literally, when I met Gary and I talked to him, I said, Gary, this is me. I'm just going to lay it all out for you. And if it doesn't stick, it's okay. I just want you to know that, like, I'd love for us to work together, but I just can't live a fake life. And you have to know these things about me, the good, the bad, and everything in between. And Gary said, we're connected. We're not going anywhere. So to be here in Ireland, to look at all of you and see how beautiful you are and how God literally brought me here to meet you, to see you, to speak, it's such an honor. I can't even put it into words, just like nature. That beauty you can't explain. And you are all more beautiful than those cliffs, and you all need to believe in yourself. And you really, truly are that special, and you are created on purpose for a unique purpose, whatever that is. So never stop believing in yourself. Never quit. I wouldn't be in Ireland if I quit on myself. I wouldn't be okay if I said I was just going to give up when my family fell apart or when anything else fell apart. You know what? I'm okay. I'm better than okay. I'm here. And I'm doing what I love to do. And I love to be around people like you. So thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for allowing me to come in and speak to you. And thank you so much, Gary, for this opportunity. It's been a blessing, and I will never be able to put it into words.